What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Quarterback Factory Show. I'm your man, Blanco Beats, technical producer, Jedi, Go Birds. With me, as always, in the early birds of this show.
Early bird special.
My man, Pots and Pans, Dan, 2 N's, Wetzel, 2 L's, 2 hockey sticks.
What's up? That is true.
What's up, dog?
Hey,
It's been a while since we went live.
I know, yeah.
It hasn't been that long since we talked, but it felt like a long time ago since we last saw each other. Last time we saw each other was a certain tailgate before the last Eagles game.
I say it didn't disappoint either.
Wow.
It did not disappoint.
Wow.
We definitely had some fun.
Oh yeah. We had some. Let's recap that real quick, really. We had some Blast. We had some Dirt Wolf. And some Little Caesars pizzas that we still have in our freezers. We did good.
We had a Jetro beer for the parking lot.
We did.
I forget what the other one was. The tailgate. I forget who made it, but we had a tailgate beer too.
That's right.
That was good.
I remember one of them I didn't like.
And it was I think it was Jetro that was the least of our favorites.
The hazy one?
I think so.
Yeah.
The green can, maybe. I don't know. It was
Jetro. Had a lot of fun. That was a good time. I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was definitely fun.
Got to do it again.
Yeah. And Philly fans they were back at it. It was good to see. It was the first tailgate, I think, in a while.
Yeah.
It was
wild.
And it was just...
It was wild.
We had some PBRs, too. Can't forget about the PBRs.
Forget about the PBRs. So they don't just hand out blue ribbons to anybody.
Oh, no. Yeah. So, fun times, man.
Absolutely.
But hey, so before we begin, though, we got to give a big old shout out to our Fightin' Phils.
My goodness.
Man, I mean, like, who would expect this week to be a week where we play our first game of a World Series, and it's insane, man. Like, and it's funny too. It's like every time we talk about it, it's like it was like me and Brendan being negative all through the games, and then like that's how we brought defeat against them. It was I take credit for that.
Good.
It's fun. Every time we Brendan, yeah, it's over, and then the Phillies would just end up doing something crazy each game. Like, oh yeah. It was like that with the Braves. I think it was like that with the Cardinals too, and then it happened with San Diego.
Crazy, man! It's just insane.
Yeah,
just insane.
I know this. It's just a great ride right now.
Yeah,
it's just like I don't know. The expectation now is just like I don't know if I want to be like
finish him. That's what I want. Fucking fatality.
I don't want to put that bad
with a PH
taste in the mouth of that we're going to lose, but if we do, I don't know if you can be really that, like, in years past, I might have been more disappointed. I don't know. I'll probably still be mad. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what the outcome of my feelings is if they don't pull this off, but they're overconfident right now. But I got to say, the Astros are definitely the better team. They are. They're flat out the better team. Like I've been saying, it feels like it's David versus Goliath right now.
Yeah.
But teams do this; they get hot at the right time. I think Philly is just they're more passionate at the moment.
Yep. I guarantee you, Houston is worried, bro. Their fan base is definitely worried. They ain't gonna be coming in here like a Padres fan base came in here with that little stupid dance. They ain't gonna be coming in here like that.
Dude, them dudes cursed San Diego.
Yeah, they were stupid.
I don't even want to look at all. I don't even give them any more views.
Mascots? Is that San Diego's mascots? That's stupid. What the fuck was that?
That's just when I first heard it, man. I was like, it had me cracking up. But
who let the old guys club in here?
Yeah, right.
What are they doing? They didn't even know. Do they know what the internet is?
Well, I'm sure they've gotten what they want to get out of it. Them stupid views for that. You know, that thing went
Well,
viral.
they only got those views really because because they lost. They got much more views for losing, which is great. I'm trying to situate my screen so that when I look at you on the screen, it's close to the webcam, so it doesn't. So I'm not like constantly looking off screen, and it looks like I'm weird. I'm trying to be professional here, Dan. Come on.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, but yo, Phillies, man, I can't believe this shit either. Like, and nobody does. I know that for a fact. Obviously, Philadelphia as a whole, the fan base is elated and just crazy right now. You can't tell us shit, no matter who you are. And they're like, just thinking back to that moment when Bryce hit that home run. I was like, I don't typically have games on, but I was eating dinner. We were eating dinner, me and the fam. We typically don't have TV on. Like if there's a game on that I'm during dinner, like say it's a Sunday night game, right? Eagles game or something. Like, all right, I'll turn it off. I'll keep it on the DVR. I'll catch up after dinner or something.
Yeah.
Well, even though Sunday night game isn't, I'm not gonna be eating dinner that late, but it would be a Sunday Eve afternoon 4:00 game, right? But anyway, but important games different. I had this game on the iPad, and it was on the kitchen island behind Riley. And we're watching it, because it's obviously it's high stakes game. So we're all watching it. Serena's into it. Serena always liked baseball. She probably likes baseball better than any other sport. And I'm obviously into it. Her parents are getting into it. They're asking questions. They're like, what's this? What's going on with that? Something happens. Like, what happens here? What's that about? Because they don't know American sports like that. And when he hit it, like as soon as he hit it, I jumped up. I jumped out of my seat. Wow, and screamed. Everybody was like, and we're all watching it. It's like, and we knew it was gone. It's like, oh my God. And even Bryce, like when you see afterwards, we saw his reaction. He's like, oh my gosh, I just did that.
Yeah, that was probably the best endings you could.
It's definitely
best outcome from that, where they just closed in when they did that.
He cemented that moment in Philly sports history. It's up there with the Philly special, with all Miracle in the Meadowlands 1 and 2. It's up there in the mix with all of them as one of the top moments. And it ain't over yet. We might get another one, hopefully.
Yeah. I hope. Like, you don't want it. Like, I'm not taking away of what the dude did on the Yankees, whatever his name is.
Fuck about the Yankees,
but
Dan.
like he broke the American League home run record and all that. But who's going to remember that when they had the shitty postseason he had, and that's what they're remembering right now, that the Yankees got swept by the Astros. So that kind of shit. So like the individual feats, and now he's looking for a hefty pay. They're talking about maybe $500 million. Exceeding the 450 that Trout got. So it's like,
hey, we got some comments. So, some esteemed gentleman by the name of Brian Noreski.
He's back.
He says,
say, hey, ladies.
Yep. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
And then he said, he was following along with our conversation. He said, Blanco jumped. We felt it over here in New Jersey.
Good they have him back.
Miss you, man. Yeah, but Pup's watching. I'm trying to switch back and forth, but I'm going to separate windows actually, so I can keep an eye on all the chats. Nobody's chatting on YouTube, so I'll just keep an eye on Pup's chatting on Facebook. And if you're watching, you can watch us on all the medias. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram right now. We're big time, baby. What's up? So yeah, Pup's on Facebook. Pup says he misses us too. And JoJo, he signed on. He's watching this for a second, but I guess he saw that his family wasn't on, so he left. And oh well, that's okay.
Yeah. So anyway. So just that, like you just said, that's going to be a staple of Philly history, and I hope it doesn't end like the same thing with Aaron Judge, where you're just going to remember it, but you didn't. Your goal is to win it all. So hopefully, this is
as
not
far as
the
Philly
end.
sports go, though. That's still like It's always going to be that top moment, you know. We're not supposed to be here, right? We
And
snuck
then somebody,
into the playoffs,
if the
right?
dude that painted that, the mural, like if he's listening and he sees this, like they need to change that with the Jesus, the
Jesus
Jesus
piece, man.
Harper, man, like it
In
just.
in our dear Lord and Savior Bryce's H Christ. H stands for Harper.
He's gonna star on the House of the Dragon soon. But yeah, man, it's been a great ride. I mean, we didn't expect to come on in these last 2 weeks and be like, hey, there's probably some nice hefty winners out there too. Having them, they were probably plus a lot to win the NFC or the NFC. The yeah,
NFC,
the
NLC,
NL.
whatever.
So the NL, yeah,
Same
the
thing.
MLB, NL, whatever, So yeah, man, I'm sure there's some pretty healthy wages that went down for them to win it, in the NL. So they're probably getting paid pretty nice. I think one of the 94 hosts too. He
Pup
has
says Phillies
them
in 5.
nice, and one of the 94 hosts, uh, Jody Mack. I think it might be Jody Mack. He said that he put in the beginning of the season, he put a hefty thing on them to win it all. It's not like life changing lottery, but he said it's probably gonna pay out nicely. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
To win
No one's
to win the NL or to win the
win the
World
World
Mm.
Series, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you probably put a little bit down now and make some money off because the Astros are probably nice heavy favorites, but
Yeah.
not even that. They're not. Nah, it's not too crazy. They are favorites, but it's not too crazy. But so yeah, I mean, I just want to give a big shout out to them and just we wish them luck, and then the next thing we want to go into is it's going to be quick. Is Sixers are about, and it was early. It's time to fire Glenn Doc Rivers. So.
Oh man, God damn it, Raptors!
Like
I just
they're,
looked at the score.
yeah. Like I
Yeah,
know
they
it's
gave us a
early.
little glimmer of hope. Was it last night or the night before? With their first
Tuesday,
win?
it was
Like,
it
oh,
was
okay, yeah. See, they can
Monday.
get it together.
Monday.
It's still early.
Yeah, well, they play once again. That's what they do. Beat up on the shitty teams, and they can't beat. I mean, I'm looking forward to Friday now and see how they play the back-to-back because Toronto will be here Friday, so we'll see what they do then. But he's on the hot seat, man. I don't care if it's this early. Glenn, you are on the hot seat.
Yeah.
This is bad, man. And watching Tucker play today, I don't know. I didn't really watch any of the Milwaukee games. I think that was the last team he was on. Dude's terrible.
Yeah.
He might have more defense than what I'm seeing, but man, his offense is just he's scoring. He's averaging like 3 points a game. Like I know once again we're going back to it's early, but just I don't know what he brings right now. So I'm pretty sure either Brendan or somebody else can see what he's bringing to it. But that's right now, just looking at it up front, it's just
the only thing I heard about is his locker room presence. That's all he brought.
Yeah, and all this toughness that he ain't doing shit with it.
Pup said Pup's still on the talking about the Phillies. He said, "Don't be disappointed if they lose. They made it way longer than anyone thought. We still should be proud."
He's right, man. He's right.
Yeah. But fuck that shit. We want to finish this shit. We want it. We want it all.
Yeah. And you got some rest for the starting pitchers. We got Aaron Nola going. First game they just announced today. I think it was today. Aaron Nola will be our first game starter. So.
And the odds are that Houston's negative 170.
Okay.
Phillies plus 140. I don't know what that means, but plus 140. Does that mean you bet the Phillies and you win?
I think it's last time I checked, it was the money line was like plus 130 or something like that, and that's just straight up pick 'em. So
Mm-hmm.
you put down. I mean, you bet like I think you get half. Like if it's like 140. So if you bet like $10, you'll get like $25. That kind of
Right.
thing.
So
So
yeah, so it's probably 140%. So $10 you'll win your $10 plus $14,
mhm.
which would be $24. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
That does make sense. You know, you
Yeah,
got
and I didn't. I usually do the money line. I've been actually what's been crazy this year is I just been messing around with. It hasn't been a lot, but I would have, for certain situations where the money line looked good, like I would pick that team that was playing against like one of our Philly teams, and it's been working. I lose the money, but in the end, I've been happy because we've been winning. So I haven't been too bitter on losing. It ain't much though. I ain't like the big betters out there and petting like.
dude, start betting against the Sixers, man.
No,
Maybe they'll
so
start winning.
yeah, right. Well, it depends on what the lines are looking like to do that. But yeah, it's been pretty crazy. So I put down like just like what I do. I what did I do? I think there was a good one for like the Cardinals game and stuff like that. The Cardinals when they beat the Cardinals, and it's $10 here, $5-10 here and there. So, but it's been working out.
Pup asked where's Bren. He should be joining us soon.
He's getting probably getting his haircut.
He's probably getting his haircut or cutting his lawn or something.
Cutting his lawn is the dreadful part of the season where it's getting dark at like friggin' 5 now. It's like, here we go. But it's the best sports part of the season. We got all these games going on. The schedule this week is just crazy. Like, it's like as soon as Friday hits, it's just like going down the line of great sports. And Sixers got some time to get back to it.
World Series schedule.
We have, I know it's Friday, Saturday. It's at Houston. Friday, Saturday.
So Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in Philly. Cool. Hopefully that's all we need.
Yeah, and like we're talking about, if they take one game from Houston, that's it, man. You ain't leaving. It's like in a Bronx Tale when they come in the bar, the bikers, and he shuts the door. Yeah, now you can't leave. That's what they're doing. That's what Philly's gonna do if they come in. If we take one of the games from Houston, they come in. They come to Philly for those 3 games. Now you can't leave, and that's what they need to do. That's what they've been doing. So let's hope that they take one from Houston and come back because it's over.
Yeah,
you ain't coming like this, man.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
And on another good thing that I heard, props up to all the people in Philly being an adult. Where it's like I think I've seen there was only one arrest Sunday night. So, way to go, Philly.
Yeah, there wasn't any crime reported at all. There turned out to be like one late crime.
So well done. Well done being responsible.
They're still fucking up during the day, though, man. There was a police chase through my neighborhood the other day, and dude smashed the stolen car. He stole a car at gunpoint, smashed it into some other car, and the police ripped him out of the car. It was a fucking mess. The city's a mess. But yeah, man, if the sports teams could just keep winning, man, our crime rate would be great. We wouldn't even need a fucking district attorney and a stupid mayor and police commissioner, whatever the fuck they do, because they don't do shit. Yeah, let's talk politics, baby. Yeah. Phillies sports is the best politics we got.
That's true, man. Facts. It's funny, man.
The Bren joined the he joined the Instagram for a second, but then he left. I guess he saw that he wasn't there and he left.
Yeah, he's getting ready.
Pup says we're taking 2 in Houston. Ooh, hopefully that means the first 2.
We hope so. We hope so.
Because if we take 2 in Houston, I don't want them to take any in Philly. You know what I mean?
Well, then you just win. You just win Monday and Tuesday. Just call it a series.
Straight sweep, baby. Straight sweep.
Nice. And there was the team that I seen something else that the team that went on to sweep the whole playoffs lost the World Series. It was two teams, I think. It was Kansas City and somebody else that just didn't. I don't think
Did
lost the
Houston sweep
game.
everybody on their way here?
Yes, I don't think they lost the game yet.
Well, I mean, we almost did that.
Yeah, I mean, you 9-2 record. I think they're 9-2 right now in the playoffs.
We lost.
Phillies.
We swept the first one, and then one lost to the Braves, and then one
And
lost
one
to
loss. Yeah,
Padres.
yeah.
I mean,
So
like, there's just enough to say that we didn't sweep him, which means we're going to win the World Series. That's all I need to hear.
that's a good. I mean, that's good to know that the two teams that did end up sweeping.
Dude, I mean, look, think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. The pressure is on for Houston. There's no pressure for Philly. There's no pressure for the players. I'm talking about the players. I'm not talking about fans. I'm not talking about you and me. I'm talking about the players, everybody in the building, everybody, the pressure is on for Houston because they swept everybody. Like you just said, they just swept everybody to get here to the World Series. And now they're coming up against a 80-something win team who's playing with house money. Didn't quite sweep everybody, but went through the NL like the hot knife through butter that nobody expected. And now they're here. And like everybody is having games. Reese is showing up. Reese is back.
And for now. I don't know. He had a couple clutch stuff, but
that's enough for me. That's all I need because some of those clutch moments were clutch.
Yeah, I can't take that away from him.
It's better than what he's been like most of the season. Most of the season he's just 0 for whatever. So I'm really happy to see him. Obviously, would like to see. I don't want to even talk about next season yet. I was going to say would like to see him to show a little bit more, whatever. Blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about next season right now. Let's continue what we're doing right now. We should be able to do this. I mean,
and you have to put Rob in the friggin' Philly Rob into the Manager of the Year award. You just gotta.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude.
I mean,
100%.
come on, dude.
We were not going to do anything close to this if Girardi stayed. We'd have been toast. We'd have been just dog shit. And this whole city would want the entire team to implode. We'd want everybody gone. And thankfully, they got rid of Girardi at the perfect time. And here comes Mr. Rob Thompson, straight from underneath I-95 in South Philly, with a fucking bag full bottle.
Snyder Ave.
Came in there saying "GZ," dude.
Yeah, it's definitely
incredible story.
Kudos.
They're gonna have a 30 for 30 on it or something in the future. It's gonna be an incredible story in sports world, in sports history for a long time.
Yeah, hopefully, I'm sure it's not going to change now, but keep just try to push all the right buttons. So we're all
Pup says good night. Good night, Pup.
Hey.
He has got to be up at 4:30.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be up around that time too. Crying ass baby.
I'll be not up.
I'm be picking that baby up and giving it to my wife.
So yeah, I think there's not much more we can touch on the Phillies, man. It's just like that one rain,
let's go.
The one inning where it's just like it's Sir Dominguez, yeah, whatever. Through all those three wild pitches was just like Sir Dominguez. He threw those three wild pitches. It was just like, oh man, what's going on here? Should have Rob brought him in and stuff like that. That's the only we all question that probably, but it worked out, man.
I don't know shit about baseball or not much at all. I just watch and I yell when something bad happens and I yell when something good happens as well. So that's all I do. I try not to analyze because, especially in the moment, because it's like, I don't fucking know. I don't follow the analytics and shit, and I know we don't have a strong bullpen. So I know they got to do some shit. They got to do whatever the fuck they got to do to make up for that. And
Yeah.
fucking working. Let's go. That's all I want to say. I'm excited. Let's fucking go. And one more note on the Sixers. It's fucking crazy how they're like the highest expectation team in this town, and they are definitely easily the worst. The ones that are letting us down. I guess I'm okay with it because you know what because the rest of the teams are making up for all that slack. So okay, Sixers, you fucking do whatever the fuck you want. Maybe the Sixers need a Rob Thompson in their organization to come in and fill in for Glenn. Maybe they get rid of Glenn mid-season and somebody interim comes up, lights a fire, and the rest of the team. Maybe the Sixers go through a similar transformation that the Phillies did earlier in the season. Who knows?
I haven't been. I don't know if like he might have came out like Shake Milton. I haven't seen him. Feibel, like he just like Paul Reed. It's just like, what are you doing, Doc? Like I don't understand and how he's approaching this season with them. I don't know if it's chemistry yet or how he wants them to play, but that's Brendan, right? He's the one that will be able to let him analyze that. I'm more that baseball guy, but
did he post did Brendan post the I'm not signed in on I got a new phone, so I don't have TikTok signed in yet. I haven't gotten around to that. But did he post the McNabb video from the back of his truck to TikTok or no?
I don't know. I'm not signed in on it either. I don't even have the app, so.
Yeah, we don't like China to track us with the TikTok. You know what I'm saying? We're not down for that. China has got you on that UPS truck, Brand. They got you. They know your every move, every package.
Every package. They tracking. Yeah, man. We'll see. We said it earlier. It's early. We'll see but Doc is definitely on that hot seat.
Brendan's here.
Oh, look at that new fancy fence you got going on there.
What's up, buddy?
Thank you. How much?
Still getting. Yeah, we're just a little bit of the both.
Give me a mic check, Brendan. Give me a mic check.
Microphone check.
Okay, good. You can you can step back a little bit if you want.
Huh?
Or I can change the view. No, you know what? You stay there just like that. I gotta update your image a little bit because you got a new studio. I see. So I'm trying to get some of the background in your shot. You don't have to move. You stay where you're at. You stay.
Okay. Do you need more lighting?
No. I said don't move. Don't move. Leave it where you had it because I can adjust because I crop us, right? I crop us to get our faces and a little bit of background. And since you moved, there's like just a little bit of difference. But now you're moving like crazy. So I'm gonna wait till you're done.
Don't crop me, bro.
I'm cropping you, bro. I just got your pecs in your face.
I want to be crop dusted.
Brandon, okay? You done messed up, bro. You shouldn't have moved. You shouldn't have moved anything.
I didn't want to. The thing just fell.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to.
You missed Pop, Bren.
Yeah, he just left.
He's back. He's back from the dead.
Alive?
He's alive.
He said, "Hello, ladies."
He came back, man. He's back.
How original. That pup. So original. I'm listening. I'm just trying to hook everything up in here.
Are you trying to connect to the Matrix?
Yep.
Are you Neo?
Looks good, man. The man cave out there looks good, bro. I want to come over.
It's starting. It's beginning stages, But hey.
I definitely, if you leave your camera like that, your phone like that, I got a good angle of you. Just make sure you stand in the center.
Got you.
And come back.
He wants to draw you like one of your French women.
I'll draw me like one of your French whores.
I don't know why it's choppy on the stream, but not choppy. Like you look fine, your signal's fine, but for some reason the stream doesn't like you.
Fuck the stream. Oops, sorry.
Okay. Well, anyway, welcome to the Quarterback
Is there a
Factory
child
show.
next to you?
Huh?
Is Riley awake next to you?
No, it's Serena.
All I see is a ponytail sticking up.
It's Java. It's Java.
It's Java. Serena's down here working. I tried to kick her out, but she doesn't listen to me, so she's just down here doing work. She's like, "Oh, I'll leave when you go live." All right.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, well, she's making money now, so it's all good.
Hey, that's always a good thing.
So, well, we were just talking about Brent left. Well, he might want to go back and say something about the Phillies. We're all excited about that.
We could stay on this topic for a little bit because I know everybody else is excited.
Oh yeah, I should go get my hat. I don't feel like running upstairs.
It's okay, man. It's okay. And I think we've outdone like the merchandise purchasing from like 2014. Dude, Philly is just savage right now with everything. Like we bought the most merchandise for a World Series. We have like the record since like 2014. We just broke. So
it's amazing.
Another kudos to the inflation. People still going out there and just buying stuff for the Phillies,
keeping the economy alive.
Yeah, just with the passion of the city. I know like we get put down for being like from everywhere else, but man, you can't take that passion.
It's only the haters that say that shit.
Yeah, like this.
What was it? Oh, it was during the Padres games, or probably during the entirety of the playoffs. Fucking A-Rod admitted that Philly fans are some of the best, most passionate fans in sports. We all saw what Big Papi did.
Dude, closet. Yeah,
people are gonna think he used to play for Philly. He's such a big Philly bandwagoner right now. People are gonna think he used to play for Philly. And Schwarber, former Chicago great and wherever else he played for, he even was talking about how, I mean, obviously he plays for Phillies now, so, but still, he knows. He knows he's saying that shit, knowing what fan bases he came from. He knows where the real fan base is.
Single-handedly making Wawa hoagies, I think $5 or $6
right?
Schwarber Fest for until like the end of the playoffs.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
Wawa's closing down their stores in Philly because of crime, and they're keeping them fucking Schwarber Fest hoagies going. I love it. Let's go.
Yeah, it still ain't gonna make me go in there and buy their terrible ass hoagies though. If you're listening, Wawa, your hoagies are shit.
Yeah, I mean, in a pinch,
true.
In a pinch, I'll eat one. But Wawa isn't convenient for me. There's a lot of people that Wawa's very convenient for, so that's why Wawa is what they are.
Yeah.
Wawa's not convenient for me, so I don't fucking leave my house.
True. Now I got a chicken sandwich though. I might have to go try that.
Yeah,
I think I just seen they're making their own chicken
I'll tell you what,
sandwich.
I'm not going to try their freaking cheesesteak that I think they have. I think they have a cheesesteak. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. It's good at like 2 a.m.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, like I said, when it's convenient, when it's convenient, sure, I'll dig into it. If I'm up in the morning and I'm out and I'm passing a Wawa, I want to go get a Sizzly. Let me get a Sizzly breakfast sandwich, pork, egg, and cheese. Okay, all right, I'll do that.
They're fucking terrible. That terrible ass eggs on those too.
I know, but
they're so waterlogged.
I would rather have Dunkin' Donuts breakfast sandwich, to be honest with you. Dunkin' Donuts breakfast sandwich is bad, and Dunkin' Donuts little hash brown nugget things are freaking delicious.
Oh yeah, I do.
Little hash brown Jones. Yeah. Oh my god, they're banging.
Yeah. So what I do is I'll get like one of their like wake up wraps, and I'll put the little hash browns inside of it. Don't take that. Yeah, don't send that to them. That's my invention. But yeah, if you want to try it.
What do you do? What'd you say?
Get-
Sorry, I was reading Brendan's thing.
Get one of the wake up wraps. It could be anything. The plain. It could be bacon. It could be sausage, and you get those little hash browns.
Mhm.
Order hash browns, and you
Throw it
put
in
them
there.
inside of the wake up wraps, and
Okay.
it is incredible.
I never had the wake up wraps, but I usually get like the croissant. I like to get bacon and
Croissant,
cheese
yeah.
on a croissant or sausage. And I
Croissant.
always throw the hash browns on the sandwich. So I'm
No,
gonna get the
no.
wrap next time. I'm gonna get the wrap.
Do that. Get a little wake up wrap and just throw the hash browns in it.
So
Oh my
Brendan,
God.
Brendan just texted. He
God.
says, what happened? And I'm like, what happened to you?
Hang on. Now you got us
Hang
going into a food frenzy over here since you left. You don't have to let him back in or anything, right?
No.
Grant him access.
He got in on his own the first time, and then he just
Are
disappeared.
you the key master? Are you the key master?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Uh,
Oh, he's back. Kinda, I think.
I don't see him, but
I don't
you
see him
might.
either. I just see there's a third entry.
Dude, people, I don't know if you
Nope.
sign up.
There's the video is trying to load.
It's his
blank.
Wi-Fi, probably.
Yeah.
He's
maybe.
outside. He doesn't have the bandwidth.
Yeah, you might have a stretched signal out there in that barn.
You probably got a spider sack out there. You're gonna need
Just blocking the signal. Oh wait, let me unmute him. Brandon, you have a blank screen. Can you hear us? I don't hear you.
I'm
if you're
here.
trying to speak. I don't
Hello?
hear you.
Hello? Hello?
He gone. Yeah, I don't know. He maybe needs to go back in the house. Find your router,
Hello?
Bren. Find your router. He's gone again. All right, so yeah.
find your
anyway.
local access point. And Jeff Daniels to kill those spiders in your barn. Okay. All right. What I was
Oh,
gonna
no
say? No,
blonde
I had
folks.
something. I was about to say something about the Phillies too, or something.
Were you talking about food again or something else? Phillies.
I think
I think that's how we got
forget.
the food. We started talking about Phillies and then Schwarber and then Schwarber Fest and then
Yeah, then we got the Dunkin'
Phillies,
Donuts
Wawa,
little
and then we got
wrap.
a little food rant.
We did.
It was good. It was a good food rant.
And then I think I had something else, but I don't know anymore.
Well, the biggest takeaway is a wake up wrap with the little hash browns. Throw them right on the wake
Yeah,
up.
and you can do whatever you want too. You can get it. You can get it with sausage. Wake up wraps, and you can get it like with bacon.
You know what I had for breakfast today?
What did you have? I miss it, man. Oh my
Scrapple,
goodness,
some
I haven't
eggs
had
over
it in
medium,
so
some rye
long.
toast.
Man,
Breakfast pensicana, I called it. He's in the process of hooking up a Wi-Fi extender in here.
okay, all right. Yeah, I totally forget what I was going to say. I had something sports-wise, I think, and I just let it go. Not the movie, though.
So yeah,
What did I was about to have something, but yeah, maybe it was something with Brendan. I don't know.
you know what I
was gonna
learned
say.
recently? I mean, I didn't really know much about that song, the "Dancing on My Own" song, and where it came from. But obviously, I read
Yeah.
articles online.
Me either. I'm on that boat too.
Well, I've read articles, so now I know where it came from. But basically, Schwarber. It came from Schwarber. So he brought it over here from Boston, I think. Did he play for Boston? Anyway, it started in Boston.
Yeah. Okay.
Schwarber career. It started in Boston. I think I read it. Schwarber brought it here because he may have played.
I think he's been around. He's been
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on Boston before the Phillies, and he so there was some catcher that used this song, some catcher from the Red Sox that used this song to basically just annoy. He used it as his walk-up song to like annoy one of the other players or something. It was like a joke, and then so Schwarber brought it here for kind of the same reason, I guess, and it just became
And it just became
a theme. So, but here's one thing I learned though. So I knew of the song, right? You know, I'm not real big into pop music or whatever. And then I knew that there's that slow version of the song, right? That was covered. Well, this is what I just learned that was a cover. I used to think, even Serena thought that the slow version was the original song, and then the dance version was the cover. But the dance version is the original, and the slow version is the cover. Learn something new every fucking day. Hold on, Brandon. Let me unmute you.
Shooter Gavin.
What's up, Brandon?
Nope.
I eat pieces of shit for breakfast.
Yeah, it's funny. He's in the new show, Netflix show, The Watcher. Shooter McGavin. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, it's actually a pretty good series on Netflix. I liked it. It's like 10 episodes.
Yeah, we're only on episode like 5, I think.
Oh, it was pretty good.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty
Get your
good.
mind turning.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm still trying to catch up on House of Dragons.
Yeah,
me too.
I'm on. Yeah, same here. I'm like 5 in maybe, and just gotta get. And I started because as soon as I got done the last episode of The Watcher, it flipped over to Dahmer. So I just had to watch it.
Been watching Dahmer too. I didn't finish it yet.
I got to like episode 3 or 4, and it's not. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's just. I mean.
Did you just hook up the Wi-Fi extender just now?
No, I just took myself off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, your signal's definitely much better now. So you're using up all your unlimited data?
Yeah.
your minutes after 9 p.m.
Yeah, all my minutes for free calls after 9 p.m.
Well, Brendan, when you get a chance, we need to get your thoughts on the Phillies because me and Blanco kind of.
Yeah, we're going to give you an opportunity to catch up. Start with talk about the Phillies. And obviously, we all know we were just talking about our excitement, so now it's your turn.
The Phillies? Shit. I'm going to be honest. I still – it still feels surreal.
Yeah.
It really does. It doesn't feel like it's – not that I'm not excited, but I just – not until it's like game time – literally with like this entire playoff run has it felt real until I'm watching the games.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
because I think it's been
exactly the same way.
Because I think it's
I
been
don't
so
think the World
long.
Series is going to feel real until Friday at 8.
Yeah.
When it starts.
Because I think it's been so long since we've had meaningful playoff baseball in this town, and to just come out of nowhere, honestly, and make the run that they've made so far. And to have it clash with an undefeated Eagles team is just.
Yeah.
I don't think our Philadelphia minds know how to process.
And it's good for people that from the younger, that are younger than us that haven't experienced something like this.
That is a great point. I'm going to make a note for myself to talk. I have a point about that exact thing that you're saying about the Eagles, but I don't want to talk about that because I want you to continue talking about the Phillies.
Because we had those two like the 2004, like the 2000 early teams, and everyone was good at one run, the early 2000s and stuff like that. So feel you on that.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, but like we weren't like 6-0. Like we were good. Knew we were. I mean, unless it was like 04. Like the last time that these teams were all like really relevant in the same time was. I mean, you can't even say 2008 because the Eagles, that was the year that they tied the Bengals when Donovan didn't know there was supposed to be a tie, and they got in on the last game of the year when all those certain things had to go their way, and but I mean the Phillies still won the not the Super Bowl, the goddamn World Series. But
Hey,
Hey, there you are.
so yeah, I mean, in 2000, I mean, if you think like during the 04 run for the Eagles when they went to the Super Bowl, and that whole early 2000s years, the Phillies sucked. You know, I mean, let's face it, they won in 1980. They went to the World Series in '83, and they didn't go back again until '93. And after '93, they didn't go back to the playoffs until 2007. And then 2008, they won it, and then we know that whole run. But as far as it seems like nobody was on the same page. I guess in like 2001, the Eagles did go to the NFC Championship game against the Rams, and I think the Flyers won the Stanley Cup that year. And that's when the Sixers were meaningful. That's when they went to the finals. I mean, that was good, but
yeah.
it's like I said. I mean, 1980 was the last time that all 4 teams went to the finals, and the Phillies were the only ones that came out on top. But yeah, I mean, I don't think our Philadelphia minds know really how to process all this greatness.
Wait, so I think what you're saying here is the Union is replacing the Sixers.
I don't want to talk about them.
The Union is replacing the Sixers in the 4 for 4.
Yeah, I'm not. I honestly, I don't even want to talk about them. I don't even want to talk about them. But anyway, let's talk about a winning franchise, the Phillies. How about here's a fun fact I said before in the text: the Phillies have gotten farther in the playoffs than the Sixers have. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, Phillies. Yeah, it's pretty surreal. I can't really wrap my head around it, but I know, once game time hits, then it's going to be all business. And just watching everybody celebrate at Cotman and Frankfurt and Broad Street and climbing the poles and being crazy, it's just been a surreal experience. It really has. It's been a fun ride, and I hope it continues and ends with another parade down Broad Street. I mean, no matter what, it's been an amazing run, an amazing year, an amazing time, something that I don't think any of us will forget. So if it ends, it ends. It is what it is. It's great. But, I mean, why not us?
Dude, they're
Right.
4 wins away. We wouldn't even there wasn't even a thought of that, and it just keeps going. Like, you wouldn't think of this, and then we're this many wins away when we beat the Cardinals, and it just keeps building and building, and it's great, man. And it's a great feeling, and not only for us, like the point we just made earlier, it's just like now everyone's relevant. It's like it gives some of the younger fans some of the stuff that we experienced back, in '08. So I would just, thank them for that, bringing us this.
Good.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
Like-
You can't. I mean, this is what builds, generations of sports fans in Philadelphia. I mean, when we were growing up, the Eagles, there was no championships. '93 was the closest that I can remember, and then 2001 with the Sixers. But I was
Flyers. I mean, the
27.
Flyers were too. I mean, felt like
And they
were.
all came so close. Yeah, they all got. I mean, they got to a couple Stanley Cups.
Yeah, they just really just didn't. They
I mean,
couldn't get over the hump.
I was alive in '83 when the Sixers won, but I was only 2. But I went 27 years before I saw a championship in this city with the Phillies in '08. So, they got those little bastards up in fucking Boston that are like, I'm 10 years old and I've seen 7 championships. Like,
Yeah. All their teams were winning. Boston Bruins, Red Sox.
yeah.
Fucking
But
Boston.
you know what? I like that. I would rather. This is gonna sound crazy, but I would have rather grown up the way we did, because we have the scars and the emotional attachment, and when we do win, it means that much.
Yeah.
We know how to handle loss. Like, our sports hearts have been calloused over so many times, so many years, that when it does win, it means that much more to everyone. Not like kids that are born in Boston or LA or any of these other championship teams. Like, they're grown and they're born and they're bred on winning. So when they suck and they lose, they don't know how to fucking handle it, and then they break down and they don't know what to do. See, we can, unlike the Dallas Cowboys fans who it's just an excuse city since we beat them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it has. Yes,
It really has. It's just it's like
I know.
it's like if we lose to Dallas, we're like, you know what? Fucking sucked. We fucked up. They were better. Something. And we took the L. We swallowed it. We moved on. They just won't fucking stop. If Dak was there, it would have been different. Yep. Jalen Hurts got sacked. What's up with your elite line? He only threw for 150. Stop. I listened to Cowboy Chris's fucking podcast immediately following that game. It was him and our Dallas Cowboys fan. The title should have just been the Dallas Excuses because that's all it was. You should be proud of this team. They hung with an undefeated team as a backup quarterback. And it was Cooper Rush's fault.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but 2 weeks ago you were saying Cooper Rush. There was a fucking quarterback controversy, and now it's
Yeah.
Cooper
And they beat all
Rush's
these great teams.
Yeah, you should hold your head high, Cowboys Nation, because we hung in there with this supposed great team, and his boy was like, their offense was just pedestrian to me. I was like, I even commented, I was like, bro, not pedestrian. I'm like, the only thing pedestrian was your shut down defense that, didn't really shut shit down. Like, sorry, where was your interceptions and your Micah Parsons and your sacks? And yeah, you got them 5 times or 4 or 5 times after Lane Johnson went out. We battled back, and it was Zeke's get right game, and you lost.
Take the L.
It was.
Are we
it
back
was
on? Are we
50
on talking about the Eagles now? Let's go.
But yes, go Phillies. I can't fucking wait for this weekend. And I did register for tickets.
Dude, so did I, and they were saying they were giving out the emails already, and I don't think I
got the email.
I got the email. It was like, thank you for your registration.
Yep.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, I didn't get one of those yet, so maybe
maybe you're gonna get the buy. What's the face value?
I heard 250 or something.
It depends. It depends where you get it. I think.
Yeah.
It varies. Like infield, like first base side, third base side. I think it's like 160, but the outfield's like 200 and something, and then like the upper levels like 100 something. But they're all being resold for thousands of dollars.
You ain't. That is dirt cheap.
But it's all face value because you get them from being a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
Like when my family had the season tickets in '93, we automatically got tickets to all the playoff games. But since we divided it up between like literally our entire family, like my uncles, cousins, brother, like my dad, everybody just got a certain amount of games. So like we got to go to one NLCS game against the Braves, and then we got to go to one World Series games against the Blue Jays, which is pretty fucking badass as a 12-year-old kid. Watching the World Series. So yeah, I'm really excited for the weekend. Go Phillies, and why not us? I'll say it again. Why? Not
we
us?
were saying, man, if they take one game, I was
if they
telling
take 1 or 2 games.
I don't know if you heard it. I was like, it's going to be like the Bronx Tale when the bikers walk into the bar and C closes the friggin' the door.
Now you just can't leave.
Now you just can't leave. And that's exactly what's going to happen when they come to Philadelphia, especially if it's 1-1. We split that Friday and Saturday, 2 games. They come here to Philly. You're not leaving. We're just not leaving.
I love it, but I hate it at the same time that I try not to pay attention, but national media is giving us zero shot. Like zero.
Yeah.
I was walking by the TV earlier, and it was just like the most lopsided World Series in Major League Baseball history coming at me. Like, they earned the right to be here. They beat everybody.
Dan, what was that stat you read to me earlier about the teams that sweep their way to the World Series?
Yeah, there was 2 teams. I know it was Kansas City, and there was one. It was recent too. I don't think it It was a long time ago, but the two teams that swept the world, like going into the World Series, both lost. So that's a good stat on our side.
Yeah. So
I gotta.
I hope that continues the trend. But I'm excited. I'm Phillied up and
Dude, it's just great, man. I was like seeing like those people selling shirts on the streets now. It's just like,
I know I gotta find one of them because
and there's a
Rally
ton
House-
of people buying shirts. And like I was telling Blanco, we just outdid the World Series like merchandise sale
Mhm.
for most merchandise sold for a World Series. I think we just broke the record like from like 2014.
Absolutely.
That'd be
So-
funny if the
I heard
record was
that
from
too.
2008.
Well, yeah, right.
The Rally House in Willow Grove by my house.
Dude,
Opened up
that
at
song
6
is so
a.m.
catchy.
What?
The Rally House song. From the commercial.
Rally House.
Yeah.
That's
Rally
everything
House.
you need.
Yeah, dude.
It was so you would never think. It's odd to see when you walk in the Rally House. The first thing you see is all Philly stuff, and all the Eagle stuff is pushed to the back. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's
No, I'm talking to my fans that are watching me. All one of them. Yep, talking to you.
talking to me. So yeah, times like this, it really brings the city together, and I think that it's been a pretty bad year for the city of Philadelphia. On the streets and everything. So, I think the city needed something like this to bring us all together in a more positive light, especially after COVID and 2020 and lockdown.
Oh, I got the teams. So
Oh, yeah.
it was the 2007 Colorado Rockies and the 2014 Kansas City Royals were the two teams that achieved the same. Yeah, they swept everything, and despite that run, they both lost. That's
It's
crazy.
like the undefeated New England Patriots
Yeah,
and the
Yeah.
undefeated Miami Dolphins.
they won.
Did they win? Oh,
The
yeah.
Dolphins won.
Well, good, because the Eagles are going to be the next one.
Yeah.
Got him.
Good. That's a good segue into our next segment about the Eagles. By the way, Blanco,
So,
I realized when we were talking last time, I was like, I haven't seen you in 2 years. I was like, I don't think so. Then I was thinking, I saw you at Sean's 30th when we went to Topgolf in February. So it wasn't 2 years. It was like 9 months.
and then did you make it to my 40th?
No, where was I?
You went to Riley's bowling thing, didn't you? No, did you?
That was mine. That wasn't Riley's. That was my
Oh, I
fucking
thought- was
birthday,
it?
bro.
That was yours.
Was it?
Yeah, why would
Yeah.
Riley have a bowling birthday? It's my birthday, dog. Riley had a
my
fucking
bad.
Cocoa Melon birthday.
I think Bo was sick.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I remember you saying that.
So, yeah, that sucks. But, yo, we had a great time at the tailgate, man. I don't know about
Hell
you.
yeah.
And we were talking about that
Yeah.
right at the beginning
Well-
of the show. We were like, oh man, it felt so good to finally do all that.
It felt great to be out there. It felt
That
great
Black
to be out
House
there.
shot did not feel good. I don't do well with Black House shots before the victories. They got to be after the victories. You know what I'm saying?
You have the most views on our TikTok page.
I don't know how that's possible, but fuck it. Whatever
Dude.
gets us views. That was genuine hurt too. Like you saw it. You saw it. That's why he was recording me. I was like, oh, I genuinely got it stuck in my throat too. And I'm like, oh,
it looked
fuck,
like
it's
you were
it's
just
staying. It's going
choking
down
it back.
so slow.
It looked like you were just choking it back. You're like,
It was awful. It was so bad. It was mostly
that-
the way I swallowed it. I fucked up swallowing it. And usually it's down the hatch and then you're good. I totally botched the swallow job. That's not good.
Dan, that one is average, all our videos on TikTok have just a couple hundred views, and then once in a while we'll get 1,000 views, 2,000. This dude has over 18,000 views.
Oh my
That's our-
goodness.
That's our Eagles second quarter right there, that video.
Yeah.
Eagles in the second quarter.
Yeah.
That's
I've
awesome,
tried
dude.
to-
We got to keep
Yeah.
on top of that and try to get something else like
All
that.
right,
And
I
I
guess
keep
I
trying
have
to
to take
pump
more
out.
shots and just die on the inside.
Yeah.
That's just
It's gonna have to
that's
be a regular
popular
segment now.
just a popular tailgate, dude. It's Dallas, Dallas week and Dallas
Yeah.
tailgate. Just that's
Yeah.
very, just I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a great. No, it was a great time.
Yeah,
Great
man.
seeing you guys
Yeah,
and
it was
hanging
great.
out. I was feeling good.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
Luckily I
Blanca
didn't drink anything once the game started. I didn't drink anything anymore. I definitely threw like 3 or 4 more.
you were the
slices of
happiest. You were the happiest dude when I was driving you home. You were in one of those modes.
That's
Happy
That's how it happens.
Blanco.
that's how it happens.
Preaching your love for everything, all the Philly sports and everything. I fucking love it. You were like the fucking when in Anchorman when they're riding the fucking unicorns.
God, it's so funny. Yeah, but it was a good
Man.
time, good game. Dallas lost and
Hell
we
yeah.
won, which always makes everything that much better.
Hell yeah.
And it was a great game. It
Yeah, I
really
lost.
was.
I got home and I realized I lost my Ray-Ban, so I was kind of in a bitter mood. But then
Bummer.
it just sucks. But
You have my
they're
backpack?
they're replaceable. Yeah, it's here. It's here.
All right.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like-
here.
I walked in, I was like, shit, did I get out of the Dan?
Oh, and I have your black house too. So Sunday I'll bring it. I'll give it to you. I'll give you
All right,
both.
I got half-
I'll see you Sunday morning. Hopefully.
Yeah. But
All right.
who else is coming down?
I don't think it's much as like the last we was popping last time. The
Yeah.
Dallas tailgate was popping, dude. I had a
Yeah.
lot of fun, dude. I mean, I wish we could have had a couple we were even able to use our neighbor's Bago set, so that was cool. Yeah,
they
you
were
couldn't
cool.
ask for a better day. It was so fun, man.
Yeah, one of the dudes that met was friends with the neighbor guy.
Oh, we got the sausage dude too.
heavy
so-
metal sausage.
Heavy
I'm
metal.
gonna
Yeah.
go find them somewhere on Porter Street, 18th and Porter, something like
Yeah,
that.
we'll have to.
There's a shout out for you, heavy metal sausage. He said
Yeah.
they play death metal music too when they make the sausage. So I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
Put it in the grinder.
I will fucking eat it.
Dude, I had some kabasi from a Polish deli
Mm,
up by me.
yeah.
We were gonna go to the Roots and go to the Port Richmond to get it,
Mhm.
but we found a place closer up here in Feasterville,
Good.
and oh my goodness, threw it in a crock pot. It was tasty. No more food. This ain't a
Making
food
me hungry.
podcast. Though. I know, right?
So anyway, I did like just a quick recap of the Dallas game. I like the way that it went. Jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Jumped on them quick. Obviously went up to 17. It was 20-3, and we let them creep back in. And sometimes we're an okay first quarter team. We've been the best second quarter team in the NFL, and then after halftime, we let them creep back in just like Cardinals did, dude. And one of the times it's going to come back to bite us. And yeah, it's like Dallas was definitely our most formidable opponent up to this point. They do have a great defense. Their offense wasn't what it should be because they didn't have Dak Prescott. And, we should have really never let them get back into the game. But we did. We won. That's the most important thing. But I still think there's a lot of shit they got to clean up. And the bye week couldn't come at a better time. A lot of people say that, it takes off their rhythm and they're being on a roll. But with Lane Johnson getting a concussion and a slew of other little injuries here and there and the bumps and bruises.
Yeah, you tell me right now who is a more of a contributor to this team's success than Lane fucking Johnson. It's unbelievable. And Jordan Love. Just Jordan Davis, but him too. They're just that was from like 2 weeks ago on the podcast, but yeah, man, them two right now. Them being on the field and not being on the field is a significant difference. So I just wanted to point that out. Continue, man. My goodness,
and my goodness, how about the actions of today? We got to touch on them getting Robert Quinn.
Oh, goodness, that was our intro graphic.
Yeah.
Dude, for a fourth,
Howie strikes again.
It is a
And
steal.
supposedly they are Chicago is keeping a majority of the contract too.
Yeah. Like Howie totally effed them and didn't even give him a reach around, and they just took it. Like
F stands for fleeced.
Fleeced him like a man.
So
But
I have a
I
point.
can't-
I have a point to what you said not long ago about the second quarter. It's our best quarter, and it's going to bite us in the ass one day. Letting teams come back. I was reading something earlier today, and it was total nerd stats, right? A bunch of nerd stats. There's a correlation with really good teams, Super Bowl winning, successful teams, and having better second quarters versus any other quarters. And a lot of it is there's like some pretty decent data about it, but it's mostly geared around that you go up in the second quarter and the rest of the game you play maintain mode to not lose, play soft or whatever. And there's a correlation to it to Super Bowl winning teams in the past decade. And when I looked at the data, I think it was a Bleeding Green Nation article. I looked at the data. He showed the data of all the teams and compared it to the current Eagles team. Even the previous the Super Bowl winning team Eagles team was in there too. And the Eagles are doing it similar to like what the data shows, except for like better. Like the extremity of how much better the second quarter is compared to all the rest of the big time Super Bowl winning teams' second quarters is like even better. And this it's just crazy to see that kind of data, and the fact that it might not be the whole like not playing a complete game thing might be a little overblown. Is just my point there. And I think there's something to that. I really think there's something to that. The Eagles have. I was talking to Dan about this earlier in the show. Eagles. One of the things I want to credit Howie and the Black Ops team for, and whoever else is in charge of all the decisions of this kind of stuff. The Eagles have always been ahead of the curve or the leaders of the curve when it comes to something going on in the NFL. Go back to the Andy Reid era. The West Coast offense was becoming prominent, and Andy Reid was right at the forefront of that. Look at the Chip Kelly era. The sports science shit, right, was like, oh, this is new. Let's bring it to the NFL. Eagles brought it to the NFL with Chip, and so on and so forth. And now we got this team right now we got this pass-heavy league, and we got these defenses, these Jonathan Gannon-style defenses that play two up high, and they don't allow big plays, right? They make you chunk yardage or check down, and which makes more opportunities for turnovers and shit like that for most teams. But the caveat there is the Eagles, it doesn't affect the Eagles offense because of the running quarterback and the serious run game that they have, and the fact that they go up against that Jonathan Gannon defense in practice all the time. So that's just my thoughts there, and I'm trying to just basically my roundabout way of saying the Eagles pretty damn good.
I get what you're saying. It's almost like they're going out and they're securing their dominance, and then they're just kind of like laying back, which I get. Then you assert yourself as the stronger team, and then you play the rest of the game not to lose, in a way. So I get that, but I don't like that they do that, because one of these times it's going to come back and bite them in the ass. I'm sorry, it's just going to happen.
No, I feel like if you keep the pedal on the metal, it's the same risk though. It was probably even more risky because you're risking more things to go wrong, But
yeah, just run the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all agree there.
Absolutely.
Run the damn ball.
Yeah. So what about this Sunday coming up? We got our Keystone State cousins down the turnpike.
I feel like this is a game we always lose, right?
It is.
We not only lose too. I feel like Pittsburgh usually whoops.
Nah, I
in a
think
scenario like
Pittsburgh
this.
hasn't won in Philadelphia in quite
I'm
a
talking
while.
like,
From what I've seen, I could be wrong.
yeah,
I
Are we-
think
I
I
don't
heard that.
remember
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time they played here. It's
yeah,
been a couple years.
yeah,
It's been a while. We've
yeah.
played there.
Pittsburgh does not look like the Pittsburgh of past two. I don't
No,
want to
mean,
count.
they
I don't
got
want to count what's his name out. Their coach is a great coach. I definitely, I look at him as a great coach.
Tomlin's a
Tomlin.
great coach.
But
Yeah.
they don't look so good this year.
No, I mean they had Trubisky in and they benched him. This is just kind of progression year for them because they drafted Kenny Pickett.
That has trap game written all over it though.
It does. It really does.
Well, they just beat the Bucks. I mean, was it? Yeah, they just beat the Bucks a week ago or two.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
So
I
I mean,
work with
look, the injuries are piling up with them too. So
Yeah.
They have
they
have a very very weak offensive line. The Eagles' defensive line should dominate. They really can't run the ball. They're going to have to rely on their throwing game. And Kenny Pickett is still a rookie, and I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, if he's going to have the likes of Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, Brandon Graham, and now
fun fact: Daniel Jones has more rushing yards than
Saquon,
is it Najee Harris?
Najee.
Right.
Dude, I got Najee on both my fantasy squads. Dude, he's not doing shit. He
No.
doing shit this year. Like
So
jack shit.
that's
He's my number one.
talking
pick, I
about
think.
fantasy squads not doing shit. Have you seen my team in our league?
Fred. I just looked like recently. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I did see that you're the opposite of the Eagles right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I
finally got another win. I'm happy. I think I got my. Well, in our league, I got. Dude, everybody is 3-4. There's like one person at the top, and there's everyone else is 3-4, and then there's Brand at the bottom.
I know, man. I turned it around too. I think I started like 0-2 or 0-3. Now I'm 4-3. Turn that, baby. It's all because of
So you're in
Macaulay
second
Culkin.
place right now because unless you're in first place.
No, I'm in
No, because
second.
there's somebody with a good somebody has 2 losses and they're ahead of you. Then you're 4-3. The rest of the league is 3-4 except for Brand.
Yeah. Well, crazy season, man. And it's
I
the
like
same.
that.
You know what? It's crazy now you say that. It's like if you look at the standings of each, and it's going in both leagues, the AFC and and ours. It's like it's right around that. Like there's no really dominant. I mean, you got the Bills, maybe the Chiefs that are really could be dominant, but man, if you look at like I just looked earlier, and it's like you're seeing records like that with everybody, in each division. It's crazy, man.
I don't want to keep bringing up
500-ish.
data stuff, but I was also reading another thing. I think it was an NFL.com article, and it's not only just like the records, but it's about the points. Like average points being scored are lower across the league. We were paying attention to Eagles, and we're like, oh, remember in the beginning, I'm like, Eagles got to score 30 to win. Eagles got to score 30, but they're averaging 20 something, right? And scoring is down across the league. And you know what they credit? They credit the Jonathan Gannon style of defense, which is the style of defense that's spreading across the NFL right now, which the Eagles were at the forefront of again. Like,
Yeah.
This Black Ops team, they're doing something. They do have some kind of insight to this
Crazy,
fucking
man.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare Black Ops shit that they're doing.
Modern Warfare 2
up
in here. That's crazy, man.
So this Sunday, I think I'm hoping it's not a trap game. I mean, coming out of the bye, Andy Reid was always perfect, and we got to get Nick Sirianni to be doing the same thing. Don't take any team lightly. Honestly, I know everybody's going through a schedule and be like, "Oh, that's a win, that's a win, that's a win, that's a win." But still,
that's us. I don't think the players and the coaching staff there has that problem. I don't think there is a trap game there. I think they take everything seriously.
No,
I don't think
but
none
like
of them
I said
are
before,
looking at any opponent.
Like I said before, we have a target on our backs. We're the only undefeated team in the NFL. So every team, no matter their record, status, anything, they're going to want to come in here and they're going to want to beat the undefeated team so they can put that on their record. Be like, well, we knocked them off. We gave them their first loss. So
yeah.
That's the only thing that I fear. And Tomlin is a great coach. He's going to have those boys ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
And, Chase Claypool is still a threat. I mean, he can definitely burn you. That other rookie kids that they got, Pickens.
Yep.
That kid looks like a young stud in the making. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have
Johnson.
Yes, Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson. Yeah, I don't know.
He's good. Najee Harris is still a good running back. He can break one off.
Well, they got the backup who's actually doing better than him, right? Or isn't there a backup doing pretty good? The second RB2, I don't remember. I think he was eating into his carries or some shit. I don't know. You never can count out the Pittsburgh running game, no matter who the fuck is back there. If one of their running back goes down, they have a fucking backup guy that's gonna run just as good as him.
And to my knowledge, they too still have Minka Fitzpatrick as a defensive back. TJ Watt is not playing. I know that.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's a plus. But look, they still have some offense.
So listen, they might seem like they had some good wins, but during the beginning of the season, it was wins against teams that were still trying to find their stride, like the Bengals. So they haven't, besides one game, I'm just looking at the schedule now, besides one game that they played against the Bills, which obviously is, up there. So they blew them out. That was the only blowout they had. If you look at the schedule right now, Pittsburgh probably is averaging loss by no more than a touchdown. That's pretty good from what they've been going through. They're going through a new quarterback era, and they're just trying to find out what works. So yeah, I don't want to necessarily say it's a trap game. I like what Blanco said. I think they're just going to be ready. I'm over with it being a trap game. It's more of like you're just going to lose from like mistakes now. It's no more of like a trap game for me. I think you're going to be ready, like you said, Blanco. They're just ready, going to be ready each week. It's just going to be us that's going to be our own worst enemy.
Even though I said all that data stuff to try and counterpoint Brendan, there's still that possibility of go up in the second quarter, play soft. Like Brendan said, it's totally true. It could totally happen that it could bite us in the ass once or twice, and it probably should bite us in the ass once. Hopefully, only once.
Yeah.
But
how Pittsburgh plays, I don't see it as a trap game. If it was somebody that was coming in that didn't have a win yet, that's more to me would be like a trap game. But
plus we're home.
Yeah, and we're amped.
That plays a big factor. And
depending on what happens Friday and Saturday.
Oh my goodness! You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, if we come back, 1-1, or 2-0, that crowd is going to be
I can't.
ballistic.
I don't even want them. I don't even want them to go 2-0 because I want all three games in Philly. I want it to be 1-1, and I want to see the crowd just amped. Like people won't even give a shit about Pittsburgh, right? But the crowd will still just be so amped, and Pittsburgh they'll lose to the crowd noise alone, right? They'll just lose because of the crowd noise because we'll be so amped. And then we go and win the next games in Philly, the next 3 games in Philly, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What's up?
Cool with that, man.
Can you imagine?
Dude, 3 straight games and like, oh my goodness, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they're all Thursday, and they play Friday and Saturday. Like I said, hopefully they come back.
Yeah, and then the Eagles play the Houston Texans Thursday.
True. We're done with the Houston Astros by then.
Dude, imagine they knock them off Wednesday.
Is it in Thursday, Houston or in Philly?
I think it's Houston, right?
Yeah.
In Houston.
Houston and Houston.
Shoo. That's going to be wild, man.
After tomorrow, we will have Phillies baseball and Eagles football every day until next week.
Hopefully it goes beyond.
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully.
We'll 4 games for the
least it could go if they swept us, then it would be Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And then we'd have 1 day off.
Dude, we
Wednesday.
can sweep them too. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good numbers that as Blanco, he's bringing up the data. It's just Verlander, but he's still just he's older. I mean, he's still nasty though. But there are some good numbers about him in the World Series. I think his ERA is high and stuff like that. So, but they're still the better. We're going this as like I was telling Blanco, David versus Goliath over here. So that's how we're going to approach it. But what did Bryce say?
We ain't losing.
We ain't losing. So hopefully he sticks to that and gets it done.
Yeah, I was reading some article that did a comparison top to bottom of the team position by position, and I think they only gave the Phillies the edge at catcher. I think that's the only edge out of every position they gave.
Yeah,
I think it was just like some nonpartisan beat writer too. I think it was like a MLB beat writer, not like a homer for Philly or for Houston.
and I could think you can argue the 6, 7, or the 7, 8, 9, and the Phillies 7, 8, 9 lineup for the offense too is the only one that you can maybe argue. But
I think they gave us an edge
the
on
first four,
edge on designated hitter too. DH.
I mean, 1 through 4 might be similar, but they got us on like the rest, and then
Damn.
it's
We
gonna
already
be a
went-
ride. It's gonna
We
be a
already
ride.
slipped back into the Phillies from the Eagles.
It's great, man. It's
Yep.
like you said. It's like I'm going through work, like just getting work done, and it's just like. But when the game hits, man, when it's game day, it's just like a whole different thing. And like in years past, and it's just you're anxious the morning to night, like just waiting for it. But it's just like doesn't seem surreal until we get to game time, man, and the game day actually.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the entire weekend. I mean, we got football tomorrow night, which is great. Watch that, and then
The Bucks and
Friday,
Ravens.
Saturday. Yeah, should be a good game, and yeah, I really can't wait for the weekend and tailgating and hanging out at the link and just vibing off of Philly stuff too, and just going to be a joyous.
Yeah, how great is Sunday morning going to be, man? If we do somehow pull off 1 or 2 wins in Houston, and Sunday morning, me and you are going to go wild. It's going to be great Sunday morning. I'm going to be at the link at like 7 a.m.
You're gonna fucking scream Pittsburgh out of the stadium.
Do it.
So,
Absolutely. Why not? All right. So then I guess we'll end it on some score predictions.
I like it.
You
I
like it?
love it.
All right. Who wants to go first? How about
24.
You got to do your 30s, man. All right, we can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it.
Gotta stick with it. It's been the hotness right now.
All right, I'll go first. I'm gonna stay 30s. I'm gonna say 31-22.
a random score?
Huh?
Such a random score.
Yes.
Did you write it down?
31-22. Go Birds.
All right, I'll let you go last, Brandon. I'm sticking in 20s because I've yet to get close to 30 since the Detroit game. So let's go with. I just think that, dude, the defense is just on a whole new level, man. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna give some respect to Tomlin. So this is going to be close, but let's go 24-17. Eagles.
Yeah. Another 24.
Well, 24. I guess like
Why not?
25. Can you get 25? I think you can.
Yeah.
So, he's loading up something. Load it up, Red. Let's give it to us.
Um, 27-10 Eagles. think that they hold. I'm going for a. I'm gonna call a defensive touchdown in some way, shape, or form. Could be a pick six.
I like it.
Could be
Finally a run back and
a fumble ran back or a pick
punt
six.
return or kick return. That's what we do. Has anybody done that this year? I haven't
Definitely
seen
not a punt or kick
like
return. We got the worst return game in
no,
the,
I'm just talking about the NFL in general. Like I don't
I don't
recall.
know.
Like I mean, I watched Red Zone here and there, but it's just like I don't recall like any kick return or punt returns recently. And it's I'm sure that it's happened, but
it's probably a lot less than it used to be ever since they changed that rule. You know, they made the kick
they're
shorter,
kicking
right?
it. Yeah, they're kicking it shorter. Yeah.
So
On
most
like
are
30 or
kicking it out of the
25.
end zone. If your team has a threat of a good return game, they're kicking it out of the end zone. But the Eagles, we don't have a threat of a good return game, so they just kick it to like the 1 yard line and tackle them at the 19, so they don't have to start at the 25.
Serious. Like, let me see.
My bad. I had to run in for a second.
Put the phone sideways again. Rotate.
Bren, do you recall
go.
anybody that had a kick return or a punt return this year? Not on the Eagles, but in general.
What?
Do you recall
What?
of like anybody had it doesn't have to be on the Eagles, but any punt returns or kick returns
In the league.
Like, no, right? Yeah, it's like, man, like.
You know what's sad? The last time we had any type of kick return for a touchdown was Jalen Reagor.
You don't say that. Don't say that.
Silence.
I think the game Monday night had a nice return. And it was like, oh, people still do that, huh? There's still kick return, punt returns. I don't know. Like, how would you feel if they actually would just like gave that up and like, oh, we're gonna put the ball here on the 25? I don't know if I like that.
They might do it.
I'm the one that just doesn't like change in sports. It's been played that way for years, but why not just keep it the way it is? But it's probably gonna happen.
You talking about getting rid of the kickoff or the punt? Not the punt, right? The kickoff.
The kickoff, yeah. Either. Like, yeah, like you really can't
at this
get rid of
point
it.
now, the way they kind of destroyed the kickoff game, kick return game, it's like that's the direction they're going in.
But I don't know. I think it brings stuff to the game. Like it's the game. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be weird for me to have them start from the 25 without any kickoffs and just I don't know.
Yeah.
We get used to it though because it's football.
Yeah.
Foosball. And Bobby Boucher.
Oh, Brandon, hold on. Hold on.
Okay. He muted you.
Good. I can hear you. Wait, no, I can't hear you. Can you hear him, Dan?
No.
You're not muted. What'd you do? You have to allow. Hold on. Let's see what I can do here. Yeah. Did you get a pop up?
Yeah.
I think there's. Oh, there you go. You're back.
I clicked request. I can tell your phone to ask you to allow permissions to your microphone, and that's what I just did.
There's been one kickoff return, and it was Baltimore, the Verney. I said his name right. I think he has one kickoff return.
Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, I don't think that. I hope they wouldn't do away with it, but I think eventually they're going to.
Yeah. What about the onside kick?
They're going to do away with it, but I think that might be one of the only things holding them.
Well, you might be able to just hey, I want to use this. You know.
Are you saying so the kicking team can decide? They can say we don't want to kick it. We just want to. Was it? I guess that's is that similar to walking somebody now? They don't have to throw the 4 pitches anymore if they don't want to, right? Isn't that something?
Yeah.
They can just say no, just walk. I don't know how long that was a thing, but that wasn't always like that, right?
No, that was recently.
Yeah. So, I mean,
That is
I guess
kind of
it's
like,
I guess it's
yeah.
similar to that, but I mean, they might as well. They already because
The only reason they would
they're
do away
basically
with
kicking
kick
it out of the end
returns
zone
and
no
punt
matter what
returns,
anyway. So
the only reason they would do away with kick returns is because of safety.
yeah, well, that's why they made them shorter because of safety. So that's why they're
Yeah.
always kicking it out of the end zone anyway. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that they would do this because it's already going in that direction. They might as well because that if they're going to decide to kick it out of the end zone, why not just say, all right, let's just give them the ball to 25 instead of kicking it out of the end zone.
Yeah. Punting, I don't know how they would do away with that.
No, they can't. There's no way.
No. So, and as far as, and that would, I mean, I think that's another aspect is, the onside kick aspect, which is, rare, but it always gives that other team a chance. And,
Yeah,
final.
they can't do away with that. That's
that's wild.
so that makes sense that it would be the kicking team's choice. So the kicking team can choose, like, all right, I want to just give it to them to 25, or I want to. They could probably choose to kick it off still normally, like they would do that against the Eagles because our return game is so bad. They just like only kick it to these fools at the 5-yard line, and then tackle them at the fucking 15-yard line because they suck.
Yeah. Britton Covey, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck his name is.
That's his name. Guy doesn't have a parking pass.
Jet. Yeah, I'm gonna jet. I got some shit to do before I hit the hay. Yeah. Little man hasn't been feeling so good, so he'll be up, I'm sure, soon, coughing.
Yeah, we got some sicknesses over here too.
It sucks. Plus, nature is calling my name.
Yeah.
When nature calls.
All right. Yeah, when nature calls. So, all right. Well, that's it for me. I don't know if you guys are staying on, but if not,
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Well, I'll see you Sunday. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And if anybody watches or listens, please follow us on our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and the TikToks at QB Factory Show.
What about YouTube? YouTube?
On YouTube.
Sure.
And you can follow all of our individual pages as well.
You can find us anywhere.
Until then, go Phillies, go Birds.
Yes.
And
hopefully Wednesday we're having a Wednesday. Like, I mean, I don't know. We might be live or might have to do it another night. Who knows?
We'll
figure it out next week.
Yeah,
see what happens.
We'll put some shit up over the weekend. I'm sure we'll be going live from the Eagles game too.
Sounds good.
Watch party.
So you got it.
Cool.
All right, boys. I'll talk to you
later guys.
All right, peace.